SHW pre-show.
SHW, this is our wrestling.
You think you could walk all over me, but I don't see that happening. We're warriors who strike terror into the hearts of others without warning.
And now, the voices of Southern Honor Wrestling.
Brandon Benefield, Gerard Bonner, and Diana Michelle.
Fight our way to
Okay, I think we're live. We are live, and we are cracking up already because we're having a good time here,
Yes.
folks, in the
What
Action
we
Building
do.
Yes.
for the pre-show for SHW54.
It's
There's
what we
Impact.
do. Yeah.
He's running around,
Scrubbing is
Yeah.
here.
getting some footage, some pre-show footage.
Oh, man.
Man, I tell you what, it's a fun time here at the Action Building. B-double Brandon Benefield, GB Gerard Bonner, the lovely Diana Michelle, and yeah, any minute now. You never know who might stop by.
You just never know. We know this is an unpredictable space.
I'm
but
telling you.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, who wants to be beside me tonight, you know?
Well, the answer is
Speak
everyone.
of the
Hello.
I'm telling you. I think we need to
Hello.
shift. Everybody
Everybody
shift to
shift
your
over.
left.
Come on
To the
in.
left. To the
Come on,
left.
look good, guys.
Everything you own
The
in a box to the
Savior
left.
Is
Shift to the left, and David,
is joining us.
tell
Come
him
on
to
a little bit
Come
more,
on in
baby.
a little bit. If I can
Lean
get a little
on.
You want to sit in my
closer.
lap?
Don't
might have to.
don't
We might
invite
share
him.
this.
easy now.
Share my chair. Share
There
my
we
chair.
go.
There we go.
Don't be
There
giving
There we
people
go.
any ideas,
There we
Diana.
go.
Goodness gracious.
That's
It
how you
has to be
everybody.
invited. It can't just be, you know.
Well, yeah.
This is taking a turn
It's
already.
been a long time since I've been up here. I'm not
know.
going
It's
to
been
chop
a
anybody, I
long
promise.
time.
No, don't chop nobody. And don't hit
chop
nobody with no
GB.
bats.
This is actually like the most peaceful David's ever been when he's been on the live pre-show
Ever.
before. So it's
Ever.
kind of a weird dynamic. We had you on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, and it was a different side of the Savior.
Yeah.
But we're glad to have you back, man. 2 months in a row here at SHW. SHW54, a big 6-man tag coming up tonight. What do you got to say,
moving
man?
back or something?
You know, the reason why I left, I hope everybody realizes the reason why I left was to get, like, help with myself, you know? I was coming out here attacking people with bats.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I was
we remember.
trying to make people say hallelujah instead of trying to get them to say hallelujah.
Thank
So I
you.
left.
That's what I was trying to tell you the whole time. You can't make somebody say it.
And I took that advice, so I hope everybody listens to these guys because
Thank you.
they're their voices, and their voices make sense.
That's right.
But I took that to heart.
Thank
I
you.
left to go get help with myself, and that's why you got a different David Ali
Yeah.
on the Southern Honor podcast, because I feel like I'm a complete version of myself. I can access the Savior if I need to. I can access the Educator, the Street Fighter. Any one of those guys could come out at any time.
Yeah.
You know, especially
Yeah.
like a night like tonight where I do face one of my mentors, Todd Sexton.
Yeah.
You know, and this is the first time that we faced each other here.
Right.
And I think everybody knows, I said it last show, I got a bone to pick.
Yeah.
I got a big freaking bone to pick.
A
And
Judas-sized
that bone's
bone.
name is Judeus.
Okay,
Ooh.
Judeus. Yes.
He's going to get it tonight. You know, I'm going to look him straight in his eyes, and I'm going to prove that it's the same thing that I've seen every time, and that is a temper tantrum. A big guy with a temper tantrum.
Wow. Wow.
That's all I see. If I see something different tonight, trust me, I'll let you guys know. You'll
Wow.
all see it if
Wow.
I see something different tonight.
All right.
Exciting. Well, I
which-
know you've got to get ready for the main event
Yeah.
tonight, so we'll let you go do that. But
All right.
we're excited. Any last words to the people who are watching in preparation for tonight's main event?
I love Southern Honor. Southern Honor is me. I don't know if anybody has ever seen this, but I even have it tattooed
Wow.
on my arm.
Right.
Is it in the shot?
Oh, yeah.
It is in the shot.
There it is. I have it tattooed on my arm
Wow.
because I believe in what we do here. I believe in every single person that's about to come out there. I believe in every single person that's about to go in that ring and put their heart on the line. I'm going to fight for this place no matter how many times I got to come back to do it.
I
Okay,
love
we
it.
got
I
Street
love it.
Fighter tonight. Street Fighter.
You know what? No, I think the Educator needs to come
Oh,
out
let's
tonight.
go.
I'm
Let's
here
Big
go.
for
purple
it.
business.
Let's go.
I'm here
Let's
for
see
it.
what it's like tonight.
Thank you,
guys.
David.
Thank
Good to
you.
have you,
All
man.
right.
See you guys.
Awesome.
Bye. We love you.
Thank you so much.
Well, what a way to kick off the pre-show, the live pre-show. 1/6 technically of the main event tonight. David Ali, the winner of the Rumble Jack, joining us tonight in our main event in a big 6-man tag, which I'm sure we'll be talking about
Yes.
a little bit
Absolutely.
later.
Yeah.
You do not want to miss it. If you need another reason, that's another reason to make your way out here tonight to 261 Marietta Road right here in Canton, Georgia for SHW 54 as we are on the road to Still Here 5.
That's right. And if you're on your way and you're watching us in your car, please keep your eye on the road. And
Please be safe. Please be safe.
Well,
we want you to get here.
I know it's hard to keep your eyes on the road when Diana's dressed in this great outfit here.
I mean, like, show the people.
I mean, show it off.
Yeah.
You'll see it
goodness.
later. You get here and I'll show it to you.
Well, there it is.
I mean, my outfit.
I mean, her hair is matching and everything. Oh, wow.
Anyway.
Listen.
We got some surprises tonight. Y'all don't want to miss it.
I don't think that's one of them, though.
We're
No,
live.
not
You never
that
know
one.
what's going to happen.
I
You
know,
never
I know that's not going to
You never-
happen.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen.
You never know what
Pretty sure.
might get said. But hey, let's
That's
talk
true.
about. We got 7 huge matches on deck tonight. Our matchmaker, Jake the Snake Roberts, once again putting in the overtime, putting together this massive card.
Yeah.
Ever since he joined us several months back, it's been nothing but knockout show after
Absolutely.
knockout show. And so
Absolutely.
pretty amazing. But let's get down to this card here. Najacism taking on Ashton Starr
Man.
in singles competition. We talked about it a little bit on the pre-show last week. But again, tonight, what do we think? Najacism and Ashton Starr.
Well, I mean, I'm excited about this one because, Ashton has been proving himself. He is putting himself into the title conversation.
Yes.
And what better way to better that than to beat Najacism?
Absolutely.
Naja, I mean, even without a title around his waist, he is championship material.
Yes.
He
Yes.
is. He's amazing. But for Ashton, I think to get that another level closer. he
It's
needs to come
interesting.
away.
To your point, Najacism is one of those guys, after winning that best of 7
Yes.
against Owen Knight, he really became a fixture and staple here
Yes.
at SHW. And he was so close to championship gold in that tag title match back at SHW50 when everything kind of blew up. And we had not seen him since until he came back at the Rumble Jack last month
Yeah.
and eliminated, of all people, Ashton Starr.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a lick back, dare I say, for Ashton Starr. 2 great competitors who have done quite a bit in this area. I'm excited to see this matchup here tonight.
And yeah, it was after he was kind of going after Owen Knight, and Ashton just kind of got caught in the crossfire, it seemed
Yeah.
like, during the Rumble Jack. And of course, now Ashton has a chance to get a little payback there against Najacism. We also
Absolutely.
know that Owen Knight is in action tonight, so could he be involved with Naja's match? Could Naja be involved with Owen's match? We don't know because I feel like we're a long way from done with that story.
Absolutely. And again, you mentioned the matchmaker, Jake the Snake Roberts. Next month, of course, being Still Here 5, the
Yes.
anniversary show. Everybody wants to impress the matchmaker to make it to the anniversary show. We know all eyes are on Still Here 5. But let me tell you something. The road there is bumpy. It's curvy. It's windy. You don't want to miss it tonight.
That's right.
Well, let's talk about Owen Knight. Owen Knight stepping up to the plate for you mentioned Jake the Snake Championship match
Legacy
with
title.
legacy title.
Yeah.
He's taking on Chip Day here tonight. Chip Day was successful in his very first title defense, which was an open challenge.
It
We didn't
was.
know who he was going to face until Kyle Matthews showed up out of the blue last
Shocker.
month. Well, this month we knew ahead of time it's going to be Owen Knight. So how do we feel here? Owen Knight, Chip Day.
Well, Kyle showing up, Chip didn't have time to actually prepare
Right.
who he was going to be facing for his first defense. He's had a month or so to get ready for Owen. I told you guys last week, these are my guys. These are my bad boys. Owen don't even know it yet, but he is.
Bad boys.
What you gonna do? So to me, this is gonna be like this is gonna be a special match for me. I can't say I don't care who wins because I really want Chip to hang on to this thing, but I got to see a good showing from Owen.
Yeah.
He's gonna be my bad boy regardless.
Mike Lowry.
Well, here's
From
what's
Bad Boys.
clear. I see. Well, here's what's clear to me. Puffy is giving all the bad boy artists their publishing back, and it's very, very clear that 2 people on the label need to be Chip Day and Owen Knight.
That's right.
So the reality of it is tonight, it's going to be a crazy matchup. In my own personal opinion, this is an SHW dream match.
It really is.
Like, legitimately, this could be on the anniversary. Like, if you're putting a fantasy card together for Still Here 5, this is a match on that card
I'm gonna write this
for
down
the JTS
for
title.
WrestleMania.
Yes, because
Write
that's
this one
coming,
down,
right?
yeah.
So I'm excited about this. I think this is going to be crazy, highly unpredictable. There's a part of me that is nervous that, Naja is somewhere in the building. I don't know if he's got a chip on his shoulder anymore or not.
Yeah.
We'll see. But what I do know is this. Owen Knight's first opportunity at a championship since SHW50,
Yes.
since breaking away from Naja. Can Owen finally get it done on his own? This is going to be incredible tonight.
We talked about Chip Day's previous opponent from last month, Kyle Matthews. Well, Kyle Matthews back tonight in action, this time against the Kenway. The Kenway kind of resorting to some dastardly tactics
Yes.
in the Rumble Jack, both eliminating Kyle and Chip.
Yes.
And now Kyle, much like Ashton, getting some payback. Naja tonight, perhaps. Kyle has the chance to do that with the Kenway.
Yeah. I don't really know what to expect from him. He's kind of in a confused state, maybe.
A different side than what we've seen so far in his short run here in SHW.
Wanting that legacy and then losing that whole title match to Chip, and then coming back with some really ugly behavior, if you will. So I don't really know. I think he can handle it.
Well, here's what's interesting to that point. You remember the podcast when the Kenway was on right before the Legacy Championship final match?
Yeah.
And he was so certain that he was going to win that he really had not prepared himself for losing.
Right.
And I think losing really sent him down a very dark path, as we started to see during the Rumble Jack. So I'm interested tonight to see which version of the Kenway shows up. I think he needs to bring the best version of himself.
That part.
Because against Kyle Matthews, you cannot afford to have a chip on your shoulder, to be unsure of who you are. Now, you need to have it figured out. If not, Kyle Matthews will tie you up like a pretzel. So with that said, tonight, the Kenway, you need to be on point because Kyle Matthews is ready, and Kyle can get it done tonight.
He can get it done.
Well, we had our guest earlier in the night here, David Ali, joined us on commentary. Well, with him being in town, Heather Monroe is also in town, and she's returning tonight for the first time in nearly a year.
Yes.
And she'll be taking on Danny Jordan. Danny Jordan returning to singles action. We saw her in the Rumble Jack, had a pretty good showing as she reunited with the new era. She reunited with Overkill.
Yeah.
It was quite a night last month at the Rumble Jack, but tonight she's in singles action with Heather Monroe. And I'm just telling you, Heather was so impressive. She's impressive anywhere she goes.
Yes.
But she was impressive last time she was here. Danny's always been impressive here.
Yeah.
We've called her the face of the women's division, basically the women's division since day one in SHW.
Yeah.
And she'll have her hands full tonight with Heather Monroe.
Yes, she will. And to me, I think we need to see more of Heather. I think
Oh, yeah, it'd be
even if
awesome.
David can't come,
Yeah.
we need to see more of Heather Monroe here in SHW. I think she's got a good fan base. She's definitely got what it takes to win folks over. I mean, she's got so much in her arsenal. And then you have Danny, she is like the queen of SHW.
Yes.
She is. She is the face of SHW Women's Division. And I'm still looking for a women's title. So maybe this is another step to that.
I hope that the women's title does not go the route of John Cena, where we can't see it.
Okay.
But the truth of it is, I think Danny Jordan is in a very unique position right now, because with all the noise that was made back at SHW50 about her revamping the women's division, people are coming in now to take her on. And Heather Monroe is a major, major challenger.
Yeah.
Here's someone who was just a part of NWA 75 last month, up for the #1 contender spot for the NWA Women's Championship. I mean, she's been all over the country making a lot of noise. So this is a very stiff challenge. And over the record, the last time and only time these two women have battled was almost 2 years ago.
Wow.
And who won that match? Heather Monroe.
Yeah.
So things get very, very interesting here tonight. Can Danny kind of come back and make a whole new thing? Now, this is obviously a different Danny than what was happening 2 years ago.
Right.
But with fairness, in all fairness, it's a different Heather as well.
True.
So this is going to be a great contest tonight. You do not want to miss it.
I was backstage earlier. Well, we were all wandering around backstage earlier. When I saw Cyrus, we kind of went the other way because
Always do.
always try to steer clear of Cyrus. He's just a scary individual. Have you seen what he does when he comes towards our table during the shows?
Well, he don't ever mess with my table.
Well,
You don't have any equipment on your table.
I know, but it's clear. He can slam anybody he wants to that.
I think he
but
just
it's
knows
far more fun.
He
with
gets
all
under
of our
our
stuff
It's the
here.
reaction he gets from
He
us, I
loves
think,
it.
is the
He
reason
loves
he does.
it.
Anyways, saw him backstage. We knew he was going to be here. It was announced earlier a couple weeks ago that he would be here tonight, and we would hear what's next for Cyrus.
Right.
So what does that mean exactly? All we know for sure is that 2 months ago, the show ended with him face-to-face with the real IWTV World Champion, Cruel, and then the beginning of the Rumble Jack last month, those two guys were 1 and 2 starting off the Rumble Jack match.
I'm still amazed by that start.
Incredible.
So I don't know, are we going to see these two clash one-on-one at some point? And will it be for the real IWTV Independent Wrestling World Championship?
I want to see it.
So he's here tonight. We know for sure.
I don't care
again.
where it happens. I just want to see that.
Yeah. I'd like for it to happen here personally.
Yeah, of
but
course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll say this, all this talk of real and not real, I mean, there's only one IWTV World Championship, and Cruel has it.
That's right.
And so if that is the direction that Cyrus is going, that's a scary concept. If the SHW Championship is potentially where he's going, that's a scary concept. Wherever Cyrus is going is a scary concept. And I don't recall us hearing Cyrus talk very much
Not
here
much.
in SHW.
A lot more growling and
yeah, he
stuff like that.
growls and he's angry and all those kinds of things. So I'm now wondering, what is Cyrus going to do here tonight? We'll have to find that out, and I don't know. It could be destructive.
It definitely could be destructive,
Yeah.
much like the moves that Rob just did. in
So
the
here's
back.
the thing. You startled me because I couldn't see, and I thought Cyrus was approaching us.
Oh,
because of your
gosh.
face. It turns out it's just Rob Rod. Which,
Rob
by the way,
Rod did a little booty shake in the back. So if
by
you
the
saw
way,
that,
Wow.
shout out to Rob Rod, who swerved us all because leading up to tonight, he moved to Florida not too long
Yeah.
ago,
Right.
and we were sad to see him go. He wasn't
Yeah.
going to make it in any more SHW shows,
Yeah.
or so we thought. He swerved us all, saying, "Oh, we're going to miss it this
he
week."
said he's on vacation.
Yeah, and I'm like,
what does he do
yeah.
on vacation? He comes to see us.
Well, hey,
Hey.
says an awful lot.
I don't
Yeah.
blame him. SHW is the place to be.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And Rob Rod
Speaking
knows
of-
it.
Why ain't you here?
Yeah, where are you at? Come on.
Great question.
If you are here watching, I know some people, they show up, they get in line, they turn us on their phones.
They
so we
do.
appreciate you watching us.
Yeah.
But if you're watching us at home, you still have 45 minutes until bell time.
right.
So come on down. Come on, join us. 261 Marietta Road, Canton, Georgia. The Action Building. Tickets start at just $15 on sale at the door. Kids 10 and under are free as always. You're not going to want to miss it.
And you just never know who you'll see here. Like, I'm literally looking at a member of Fozzy who's
Like
here
Rich
right now.
Ward just
Rich
walked in the
Ward
door.
just
And you know
walked through
what?
the door.
The last time we saw him was in front of 81,000 people in Wembley
Thank
Stadium.
you.
That's correct.
And he
You
got some camera
guys.
time, too.
He
He
sure
did.
I was
He
watching
sure
him like,
did. It was
oh,
great.
front and center. There's Rich Ward, the Duke.
Wow.
Oh, I love it.
So, yeah, you just don't know who you'll bump into here. And so you'll want to be here because everybody shows up to SHW. And again, personally, for me, my very first time through these doors was 4 years ago at this show. In the September show, absolutely changed the trajectory of my life. And so I'm just telling you, you never know what will happen when you walk through these doors. Get here tonight.
It's not to say that you can join us on commentary.
That's not what I'm saying.
But,
I'm just saying your life can change.
you just
It
never
can
know.
certainly change. I'm not
There's
promising you a
always
spot here.
life-changing events that happen in this building
There
here
are.
in SHW.
Jeez, what in the world?
You may not be able to get up here on the mic, but you can stand behind us and do a little dance.
We
We're
can
not gonna
meet,
tell
we
you
can
not
talk,
to do that.
Just
Yeah.
ask
Yeah.
Rob Rod.
Things.
Rob Rod was doing that.
Totally.
You can meet the wrestlers. You can meet lots of people here.
You
That's
can buy
what I'm
some
saying.
merch because I have a lot up there on
Sure
the
does.
table. You know,
There's a
Absolutely.
great 8x10 of V3 that I saw
Yeah.
there,
There
which is
is.
very cool. So
yeah,
There is.
come
and
on
it is
out.
for sale.
Oh, there you go.
There
If
it
you want to
is.
take us home,
I might have to
it's
buy
cheaper
that.
to do it that way.
I might give one for free, though, right?
Yeah, I can get you
anyways,
one. Work
you
it out.
have to pay. Anyways, come on out.
I mean, it's your face. So
We
why
were-
would I charge you for your face?
They might not want to pay for that. Anyways, Diana's in the picture, so there you go.
Oh, gosh.
We were talking about Cyrus. We were talking
Yes.
about Atrocity Cruel. Now, the Atrocity Cruel, as we mentioned, holds the IWTV World Championship. In our eyes, he is the true champion.
There's no in our
And
eyes.
No.
He's the true
he-
champion.
You're right. He never,
Period.
he
Like,
never
I
lost the
don't-
title.
There's not like a real Diana and another Diana.
I'm just saying
There's
this.
Diana.
Listen, I'm just saying this to the people at IWTV who are claiming that there's another
Well,
champion.
here's the problem
and
with the
there's
people
not.
at IWTV claiming for another champion. They can't even keep their champion straight because whoever was the champion last month isn't even the champion anymore. Cruel can successfully defend the championship all around the world as he's done, and tonight he's putting the title on the line in a very, very challenging match, dare I say,
Yes.
against a guy he knows very well, that being Adam Priest, who literally just hijacked our show last month. It was one of the most unbelievable moments. Like, I'm still in shock that Matt Griffin
I was just about
and
to
Adam
say. yeah.
Priest were in this building with the Action Championship. Like, I can't stress to you how much of an oh my God moment that
And
was.
so Matt Griffin was here claiming to be a representative of IWTV.
With
and the
his
last
IWTV t-shirt
the
on.
last time we saw him was diving head first into
Yes.
the front row. As,
And nobody caught him.
as he was-
Nobody.
yeah, it's like stage diving, and all the fans
They just
moved.
part
right?
like the Red Sea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He went
Dry ground, baby.
face first into the floor. yeah. As Cruel chased him, as he hightailed it out of here. But, man, it was such a sight. But to your point, man, it was unbelievable. We were just dumbfounded that those guys would actually show up in the Action Building
With
at
an open
Southern Honor
mic.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With an open mic.
Yeah, with a microphone. Like, who turned his
And
mic
nobody's
on?
like, where's security around here? Like, I don't
Really?
understand that. People could just walk out of here from promotions who clearly hate this building, and they can just show up with an open mic. Who does that? So now my concern is Matt coming back here tonight?
Will he be here
God,
tonight?
I don't know.
Will he be here?
So Priest is going to be facing Cruel for the IWTV World Championship, and you're
Is
right.
it a title match? I didn't.
Oh,
think
it's
it
a
was.
title
Is it a title
match.
match?
It's for the
Oh, my
IWTV
gosh.
World Championship on the line tonight. Cruel defending against Adam Priest, and you're right. I don't know if Matt Griffin's here.
Because if Matt Griffin was on assignment from the powers that be at IWTV to try to get this title from Cruel, I mean, I don't know Matt Griffin very well at all. It's the first time I ever laid eyes on him. He's just been kind of an urban myth and legend to me. But at this point, I'm sitting here going, I can't believe this man walked in this building. I thought the whole building was going to fall down. Legit. So tonight's going to be crazy if for no other reason than what in the world's happening with the IWTV World Championship. We'll find out tonight.
Oh, boy. Will we ever? It's going to be interesting. But we talked about
Crazy.
that championship match. We talked about the Jake the Snake Legacy Championship match. Let's talk about the SHW Tag Team Championship match. The Hierarchy taking on the Exotic Pukes. The Exotic Youth,
Thank
excuse
you.
me. Sorry about that.
did it
Freudian
right.
slip. And, yeah, so it'll be interesting here. Last month. Was it last month?
It was.
Yeah. Hierarchy. The Rumblejack threw me off. I'm like, that
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah,
on that
it
show.
all
right?
happened.
There was a
Yeah.
big lot happened on that show. I'm trying to
Yes.
keep it straight. So it was a match between All-Star Special. They had finally got a title shot again after being unceremoniously fired several months prior.
Right.
Last year, as a matter of fact.
Right.
And, yeah, Exotic Youth decided to get involved.
They did.
The match got thrown out. Didn't have a clear-cut winner. And now somehow, Exotic Youth, now they have a title shot. So my question is, will All-Star Special be here to return the favor?
Well, my question is this title match just a way to get Exotic Youth in a ring with the Hierarchy?
I can't wait to see Joe and Murder
Because-
get their hands on them.
Title match or no title match?
Yeah.
Put them in the ring. Put them in a cage.
Yep.
With these two animals. After you did what you did last month.
Yeah.
After you come up behind them, walked out of here with Joe's beads. I'm still dumbfounded about that.
Unbelievable.
And you want to walk back in here with your life?
Yeah.
Yeah, Death Wish.
I say ring the bell right now, baby. Let's get this going right now.
It's going to be crazy. And again, I'm concerned. I try to be, when it comes to a topic like this, somewhat of the voice of reason. And I'm
But
very
you got two devils and angels on both sides
well,
of your
and
head
here's
right
the thing.
now.
I'm concerned because history has proven that every time we think we've got Exotic Youth in a corner, they find a way to weasel their way out. I don't know which version of Exotic Youth we have, which two of the three are going to show up
Yeah,
in
we
the
do.
ring. I'm sure all three at some point will find their way. And on paper, it seems like a no contest.
So the two that are scheduled for the match are Pepper Bottom and Zach Mosley. But to your point, they always travel in threes.
They
so
travel in packs.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And so I don't know. What I do know is I don't put anything past Exotic Youth. And so if I am the Hierarchy, I am literally. Here's the thing. If I'm the Hierarchy, this is a 3-minute match.
Yes.
I know y'all want it to be 30 minutes where the Hierarchy just drag them from post to
I
post.
don't want to see them
But
that
it
long.
needs to be 3 minutes. The Hierarchy needs to come in and wipe the floor with Exotic Youth.
I was
If
expecting
you-
Rosie and Jamal to come out.
Yeah,
You called
right.
3
I said it
minutes.
too many times,
Yeah.
right? But the concern here is if it goes longer than 3 minutes, you are giving Exotic Youth the opportunity to think through, to have a strategy, to find it. Because Exotic Youth doesn't have to outpower them. They don't have to outmuscle them. They just have to last 3 seconds longer. And Exotic Youth can do that almost better than anybody. So if I am Joe Black, if I am Murder One, make this a quick match. Dispose of them quickly and then move on to what's next. If not, it could be a long night. And Diana,
To that point, where Exotic Youth travels in packs, how many times have we been told how deep the Hierarchy goes?
well, this is true. I agree with you.
I honestly don't have a
So my
serious worry that
Yeah.
they don't have somebody watching their backs. I mean, Ken
We've,
Way is
we've
part
not
of the
seen it
Hierarchy.
yet, but it could happen.
He's the Infinity Stone of the Hierarchy, and he has a chip on his shoulder. Maybe he wants to squash some of Exotic Youth little pukes too.
I think most people want to squash.
I mean,
the
I
Exotic Youth.
do.
Yeah. Are you part of the Hierarchy tonight?
I can be.
Hey, tonight, I will join the Exactly.
Two-finger salute,
Tonight,
baby.
There it is. Honorary members right
right.
here.
somebody's got to remain unbiased.
Somebody has to.
I guess.
It's going to be a crazy night,
Hold the
but
roof down. Okay.
I will just say, Hierarchy, do what you need to do. If not, this could be the darkest night in the history of SHW
I'm gonna have
for these
laryngitis.
two.
Oh,
I'll have
man.
laryngitis all of a sudden. I don't have my Dr. Vox with me, so
I know,
boy.
exactly. I got mine. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't even want to think about it. Let's just move on to the next thing.
Next.
But actually, before we get to the main event, we talked to David earlier. We know it's a big 6-man match.
Yeah.
But before we get there, earlier this week, and I know you guys saw it because we talked about it a little bit, but there was a video released. Now, we know the Killbilly Nathan Mowry. He's appeared here a few times. He was in the Rumble Jack, making his way all over the country, especially throughout the Southeast.
I promoted his merch.
Exactly.
We all know Killbilly.
Yeah, the
This is
Killbilly. So we saw video footage of it during one of his training sessions.
Yes.
Out of the blue, Sunny Days shows up, attacks him, and just beat the crap out of him, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
With barbed wire.
Yeah. And so, it was like this weird barbed wire whip or something. I've never
Yeah.
seen something
Ugh.
like that.
It's gross.
And, I heard that we're going to hear from Nathan, get his thoughts on what went down,
Good.
maybe figure out why it went down. I don't know.
What's gonna happen after?
Or what? Yeah, what's going to come of this? I don't know. But it was kind
Killbilly's
of
crazy,
a bizarre thing to think that you could be on a random night during the week just having your training session and be attacked out of nowhere by a crazed monster of SHW, Sunny Days.
I mean, that's the business, right? Didn't Dusty get his hand broke in some random parking lot against some truck or something?
just
So, I mean,
never
you
know.
just never know what's going to happen.
You know, this is why it's important to change up, your routine.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if people know that the Killbilly trains in a facility like this on a regular basis, then it's probably not hard for someone like Sunny Days to figure out, okay, where can I find him? I'm just trying to figure out, why did he target Killbilly? Like, what did the Killbilly do that made him a target for, of all people, Sunny Days? That's the thing I don't understand. Maybe we can get some understanding on that tonight, but I don't know. Maybe this is because Sunny Days has kind of lost everything. He lost his tag titles. He lost Dishonor. He lost his tag partner. He's a man on an island. And that man or monster or whatever he is on an island by himself is kind of frightening.
Ooh, scary stuff. Scary stuff.
Scary.
Yeah.
Well, hey, main event time. Let's talk about the main event. 6-man tag team matchup. Now, we know David Ali won the Rumble Jack last month, and he's going to get his championship opportunity next month at Still Here 5, our big 5th anniversary show. There's the big title shot. But in the meantime, and in between time, as Jericho might say, we're going to have David Ali teaming with an unlikely team of Corey Hollis and Gunnar Miller taking on the end game, Todd Sexton, Nick Halen, and the SHW champion, Judas. It's going to be chaotic, to say the least, I think.
I'm tormented still with Corey and where he stands. I have decided tonight, whatever happens with Corey, that's going to determine how I see him.
Okay.
I'm not going to keep holding this over his head, expecting
Tonight's
him to
the
prove
night.
something to me. Whatever happens with Corey tonight, that's how I'm going to see him from this, until proven different.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna keep saying I can't trust him. I'm just going to go with it.
Yeah.
Because what else can we do?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but can you see the two kids over here playing paper, scissors, rock across the ring?
I love that.
I love it. It's just
love that.
Sorry, fans. I know it's off camera,
he's
but
got an awesome crowd.
we just have a great crowd in here already, and you need to be here as well. But GB, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, on one end, you've got 3 misfit toys, that being David Ali, Corey Hollis, and Gunnar Miller, and I look at them and I'm like, yowie wowie, how can this team do anything, right? Then on the other side, you've got the end game.
Yep.
You've got our champion Judas, you've got Nick Halen, and then you got a guy who's middle-aged and crazy. For me, I'm just trying to figure out what's going to happen here tonight. To me, it's going to be all-out chaos, and considering that next month is where David Ali gets his shot at the SHW championship. I know on one hand, David Ali would like to kind of soften up Judas in the end game, but the other side of this is the end game. They don't want to soften up David. They want to eliminate David.
Yeah.
So David has to be extremely careful, and to your point, we're going to really get to see where Corey lies.
Right.
We're all kind of cool with where Gunnar is, or so we think, right?
well,
Nobody's had any questions about that. Maybe we should. I don't know. But it's that Corey
Don't
Hollis.
mess with my head.
I don't want to mess with your head, but if he's hanging with Corey,
Is he hanging with him though?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's
What
see.
I do know
they're
is
both girl dads now.
Corey Hollis can't seem to
for
stand
real.
alone.
For real.
That's true.
That's their bond now. It's on the
It is.
outside,
Well, it
outside
is.
of wrestling.
I suppose. I do know this. It is a crazy night. Endgame seemingly has more chemistry in being together. They know David. David knows Endgame very well. I'm very curious to see how all of this is going to pan out. And the big thing to me is who will survive tonight. Not who wins, who survives. And what condition will Judeus or Ali be in going into Still Here 5?
Absolutely, yeah. Who's going to carry that momentum into our anniversary show in October? We're going to find out tonight in our main event, that big 6-man tag team match coming up later tonight. You still have 30 minutes till bell time, so come on out. If you're sitting at home wondering what to do on a Friday night, come on out. We got plenty of room for you. Tickets on sale at the door, starting at $15. Kids 10 and under, as always, are free. And we got a bunch of kids already in here having some fun, dancing. DJ turn-ups on the 1s and 2s. So people are dancing. We saw Rob Rod dancing in the background a little earlier.
There's some wrestlers that are out there now that you can meet. So, like, all kinds of opportunities. That's what's cool. You know, you go to certain places and you have to kind of pay extra money to meet the wrestlers and to take pictures and get autographs. Not here. The wrestlers you can touch. They are tangible. You can connect with them. You can purchase their merch.
Who you touch.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
But it's an experience.
It is. You go to jail for that.
An experience like no other here at SHW.
You can get up close and personal.
All right.
Just,
Anyways.
Oh, boy.
Just come on out.
It's a wild night, folks.
Just come on down here, all right?
Come see us. Come see us.
Yes.
We can't wait to see you, but that's going to wrap us up here on the pre-show. We got to go get ready for the bell time here at 8 o'clock, and we cannot wait to see you here. But until then, this has been
SHW.
Follow the buzzards.
I love it. See you guys soon.
Attention wrestling fans. Join us Friday, September 8th for our final stop on the road to Still Here 5. The Hierarchy will put their SHW tag team titles on the line against Exotic Youth. The Atrocity Cruel defends the real IWTV Independent Wrestling World Championship against Adam Priest. Chip Day goes one-on-one with Owen Knight for the JTS Legacy Championship. David Ali teams with Gunnar Miller and Corey Hollis to take on the Endgame. Also in action, Danny Jordan, Ashton Starr, Nadja Sism, Kyle Matthews, The Kenway, and more. Tickets on sale at the door starting at just $15. As always, kids 10 and under are free. Doors open at 7, bell time at 8. Invite all your friends and find out why we are SHW and this is our wrestling.